You got your license with you?
Yeah, what do you call me over for? What's the violation?
When I give you the ticket, you'll see. Give me your license, please. Any weapons on you?
I don't answer questions.
All right. You just go in cuffs for now, so you don't want to cooperate.
Nothing in my actions should have been perceived as a threat.
Welcome back to the LackLuster channel. In July of 2024, a viewer named Greg was riding his Harley when he noticed a partial roadblock in the intersection ahead. Several orange cones spanned across the road, but only blocked the lanes of oncoming traffic. A parked cruiser was in front of them, but no officers appeared to be present. The lanes furthest to the right of traffic were not blocked by cones, so Greg slowed down and passed through. But as he did, the cruiser that was parked in the intersection immediately pulled out after him. Upon noticing the cruiser, Greg turned around and pulled into the hospital parking lot to address the officer. And as Greg parks, Officer Steve Jones drops off his partner to continue directing traffic before following Greg into the parking lot.
Recording.
You got your license with you?
Yeah, what do you call me over for?
For going across a roadblock.
There was no block on one lane, dude. You had a lane was totally unblocked. Why would I think it was the whole road closed?
You're the only one that's tried to go by. Where's your license at? You got a police car with lights on and cones across the roadway.
And an empty lane, there's cones all the way across except a lane.
Anyways, license?
So what's the violation?
When I give you the ticket, you'll see. Give me your license, please. Any weapons on you?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, keep your hands up.
You're such a
Yeah.
you are a fucking coward.
All right. You can just go in cuffs for now, so you don't want to cooperate.
You are a ass mother. Oh, yeah. You got your body cam on?
Yeah.
You're a joke. What a fucking... Why you gotta cuff me like that all tight? Nobody resisted you.
After observing Greg's license, Officer Jones now begins to look through the contents of his wallet.
I didn't say you could root through my wallet, dude. You don't get to search me.
I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not.
You're not allowed to go through my f***ing wallet.
All right, let's have a seat in my car.
Yeah, that's right. Garbage can, motherfucker. Don't be pushing on me and shit either, dude. I'm not resisting you. You don't have to shove me around.
Have a seat.
Why is my cuff like this? Why is my cuff so tight? Why am I in cuffs? Huh? You gotta get on your little computer, bitch boy, to figure out why you f***ing cuffed me? That's why everybody hates you. And maybe dude was standing out there when everybody else went by like he is now.
New message.
Maybe that's why they didn't stop. But you gotta be a tough guy. I'll put you in cuffs, 'cause you said bad words to me that I don't like. Just a little boy. I'm suing your ass for this. Thank you. Dude, why is this cuff so tight like this? Can I get my cuff loosened? There ain't no warrants, dude. You're gonna have to can arrest me for some fake shit. Oh, you guys make me sick.
It should be noted here that per the Toledo Police Standard Operating Guideline 7.1, at all times when controlling traffic, regardless of lighting conditions, officers shall wear department-issued reflective safety vests. The very next subsection describes the motions and hand signals to use for manually directing traffic. However, no officer was exposed or present to direct incoming vehicles.
Can I get this cuff loosened?
I'll check it in a minute.
You'll check it in a minute? Why am I even in cuffs? Can we get a supervisor here?
Sure. Foot 7, we already got a motorcycle stopped through the barricades.
An officer from the hospital, a completely different department, now approaches the cruiser.
How you doing? Hey.
This dude wants to fucking bootlick your ass.
Need any footage from him running that? I can show you too if you need to see it.
No, we should have.
Our one camera caught him coming through because he busted through the barricade here.
Yeah. I mean, we might need it for court, if anything. Not right now.
Okay.
Hey, how about this cuff?
Hey. Yeah, no, we had a motorcycle that thought he could just, since his motorcycle fit through the cones, he can just go through.
Why are you hurting me for no reason, dude?
All right. Hey, what do you know the code offhand for blowing through barricades like that?
Nobody resisted you. I shouldn't even be in cuffs, much less like this.
Okay, I think there's another one, like failure to comply or something. Okay, thanks.
Bullshit.
This guy's been like uncooperative and an ass the whole time.
I could kind of tell when we were watching it from over there. I could see he was not in the best of moods. But yeah, our one corner camera over there could see it pretty much clear as day.
Yeah, if you guys just want to save it,
yeah.
The only time we'll need it is maybe for court.
Okay. Yeah, just you need it, call our facility. Just ask for the police department. Ask for Lieutenant Cooper or Chief Rose.
Okay.
And they can they'll work on.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll pull. I gotta go do our facilities visitation, but when I get back from that, I'll pull. Well, what do you need? Just him going through it.
Just him. Obviously, I mean, any reasonable person can see that that's a roadblock and you should not go through it. He thought because his motorcycle fit.
The hospital footage was never collected. We assume that it would show that no officer was present at the time.
Yeah, what ended up being the whole deal over there?
Just a real bad accident. I don't know.
Any fatal?
I don't know if anything's fatal, but probably some serious injuries.
Here, camera, look how this fool has me handcuffed.
Yeah. Well, I saw 4 engines roll up.
Yeah. At first, I think they were trapped in the cars.
Yeah.
All because he didn't like my words.
It now appears that Officer Jones radios to his partner to inform him that a supervisor is coming, as he had made the request over the phone.
Foot 71. A traffic stop is requesting a supervisor.
Oddly enough, immediately afterwards, Officer Welch, without a high-visibility vest directing traffic, suddenly gathers all the cones and moves them so that they are blocking the lanes that Greg was traveling through.
So yeah, I'll pull the footage, I'll forward it, and I'll email my chief and LT. So if you guys end up reaching out for it, they'll know what to look for.
I appreciate it.
So, stay cool out, it's a little mud.
As the officer in the road fixes the cones, Officer Jones now tries to fix the cuffs before his supervisor arrives.
Turn around.
Where's the supervisor?
I called for one. Flip
All
around.
right. I'm not. That's right.
Greg has now been detained for 12 minutes.
So you gonna write this ticket?
Of course.
You only got so long, you can't delay the shit indefinitely because you got me illegally in handcuffs. You still gotta do it. You still gotta write the ticket. You're out chit-chatting with your Thin Blue Line gang member buddy from another department while you got me hemmed up in here while you're supposed to be writing me a f***ing ticket.
Nearly 20 minutes into the detention, a supervisor, Sergeant Mcatee, arrives and speaks to the officer at the road before pulling in to speak to Greg and Officer Jones.
So, he's in the back of my car.
Another 5'2" motherfucker.
The officer lies about the situation, misleading the supervisor to believe that Greg passed through the scene as it is currently presented, giving the appearance that all lanes were blocked.
He thought, I guess, because his bike could fit between the cones that the lane was open.
Sure, okay.
So we blooped him right away. He flipped around. So we're running his mouth since the start.
Okay.
So I get over.
He came through over here? Or
Yeah, he was going northbound.
Okay, and he did pass the cone?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then he, as soon as he got over here, I came up. He's, again, just being uncooperative.
Sure.
Running his mouth.
Okay.
Asked him for his license. Took him a while to furnish it because he was running his mouth.
Sure.
Asked him if he had any weapons. He's like, I don't answer questions. I see he's got a knife right in his waistband.
Okay.
So I took the knife out. It's under my tire right there.
Yeah.
So since that, I put him in cuffs. Cause it's like, what else are you going to do?
Right, no, I hear you.
So he's just been running his mouth the whole time, wants to talk to the supervisor.
Okay.
That's not it.
Back to him, he owns it?
Nope. Comes back to probably a girlfriend or wife or something.
Okay. Hello? You requested a supervisor?
Yeah, this dude's got my cuff all jacked up.
Okay.
For no reason.
Okay.
He just cuffed me for no reason. I did exactly what he said to do. And they didn't have the whole thing blocked off like that when I came through.
Okay.
And there was no one standing out there.
Okay.
So we're like, well, whatever. So I don't know.
Okay.
But he said, hey, you can't go down there. So I said, oh, I turned around. So I don't know. I don't know how this, I don't know why I should be cuffed and all this for that.
Okay.
It doesn't make a lot of sense, though, right?
All right.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it sounds kind of like from your non-compliance there at the beginning, you know?
What non-compliance? He said, pull over. I pulled over.
Okay.
So I don't know what non-compliance you would be referring to.
Okay.
There is no non-compliance.
Okay. Are you the owner of that bike?
It's my bike.
So, okay. So when we run the plate, it'll come back to you?
It'll come back to my wife.
Oh, it's your wife. Okay. Are you a secondary owner or anything like that?
I mean, I own it.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's registered to my wife.
Okay.
It's titled to myself.
Okay. All right. And you do have insurance on it?
Of course.
Okay. And you do have your motorcycle?
Of course.
Okay. All right. Well, my assumption would be that you're probably going to get a citation today, okay?
But is all this really necessary for a citation because his ego's hurt?
I mean, he has the right to detain you. I mean, that's a whole traffic stop, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily that you're under arrest.
I know, but like,
I hear you.
so what's the reason for pulling me off my motorcycle in a violent fashion and putting cuffs on me like this? Is your body cam running?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, look at that. Why would
this
this be
camera's
like
going,
this?
that camera's going, all the audio's going, his is going. His
So-
is going out there.
I mean, it just seems like he was mad the way he squeezed this down on me, and I didn't resist at all. He pushed me around all the way over to this car.
Okay. Are you injured in any manner?
I don't know yet. I'm
You
in
don't
shock.
Oh, okay.
I just want you to see, and I know you don't care.
I mean, there's cameras.
I mean,
it's all,
I know
it's all
you-
on camera. I mean, here's
I
the
know,
thing. Here's
I
the
know.
thing. Here's the thing with the citation, okay? You get a citation, it doesn't mean you're guilty, okay? That's why they give you a court date. You don't have to go to the court date if you don't want. If you're insured, you don't have to. You can just pay it and not worry about it. Or you can go to court and you can plead your case to a judge. We're not the judge, jury, executioner, okay? All we need is probable cause for a citation, okay? Not proof beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah, I understand how it works. I'm not disputing anything other than him grabbing me up and snatching me up for no reason at all.
Okay,
There was no probable cause that I was going to do something.
okay.
Non-compliance other than my mouth, but that doesn't really hold up in court.
Sure, but you're not being charged with obstructing. So if you're being verbally non-compliant and you got a knife in your waistband and you're really not responding to what he's got to say, he has the right to put you in cuffs.
Yeah, I wasn't being non-compliant. I just told him things he didn't like to hear. It's not
Verbally.
non-compliance.
Verbally.
I didn't say, I'm not going to do what you say or anything like that. I
Well,
just said
I understand.
what
You
I
don't-
said.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you don't necessarily have to say it verbatim. You know.
I gave
I
him
know, I
no
understand.
reason to think I was a threat in any way, shape, or form. There was nothing in my actions should have been perceived as a threat. At all.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, this is an arrest. I mean, really, whatever the Supreme Court says doesn't matter. You have violently attacked me and thrown me in the back of a car for, like, going on, what, 20, 30 minutes now?
What was your first name again, sir?
Greg.
Sorry.
Greg.
Greg. Okay. How did he violently attack you? Did he strike you? Did he?
He snatched me up,
What do you mean by snatch?
and then he shoved me all the way over here.
Shoved you?
Yeah.
Were you able to keep your balance on
For
your
sure.
feet? Okay.
Doesn't mean he didn't do it.
Okay. I'm just trying to get the gist of what your definition.
Well, we'll be going to
is.
trial, so
Sure,
I'm going to
yeah.
play the body cam and all.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna definitely go to trial.
Absolutely.
I take everything to trial.
Heck, you might not even have to go to trial. The judge might just throw it out for you.
Funny he should mention that. Greg was released with a citation that reads, failure to comply, but the Ohio Revised Code that was cited is for driving in marked lanes. With the citation written incorrectly, all charges were dropped the very next day. Greg would then go on to file a complaint with the department, and the agency investigated itself. The investigator appears to have been biased in his reporting, writing that he found his fellow officer, quote, asked if the motorcycle operator had any weapons on him while Greg went into his pocket to retrieve his wallet. Greg tells Officer Jones, I don't answer questions. Now not quoting, as he continues to do exactly what was requested by the officer.
So what's the violation?
When I give you the ticket, you'll see. Give me your license, please. Any weapons on you?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, keep your hands up.
You're such a
Yeah.
fucking coward.
All right. You can just go in cuffs for now, so you don't want to cooperate.
Internal Affairs considers this action as Greg's non-compliance and suggests that he continued to not comply. It then claims that Greg was under arrest rather than just questionably detained, and that the search of the wallet was lawful as it was a search incident to arrest. But Greg was not under arrest. The supervisor confirms this.
I mean, that's a whole traffic stop. You know, it's not necessarily that you're
Right.
under arrest.
I know, but like,
I hear you.
so what's the reason for pulling me off my motorcycle in a violent fashion and putting cuffs on me like this?
An officer can detain a person during a traffic stop and place them in cuffs if they believe that the person is armed and dangerous. But if the officer has not arrested the person and does not have consent, going through the contents of a wallet beyond the driver's license would be considered an unlawful search in violation of the Fourth Amendment. And during that unlawful search, you can see that Officer Jones finds Greg's license immediately, as Greg had already unsleeved it, leaving no reason whatsoever for Officer Jones to rummage through the other contents of the wallet.
Why you gotta cuff me like that all tight? Nobody resisted you. I didn't say you could root through my wallet, dude. You don't get to search me.
I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not.
You're not allowed to go through my f***ing wallet.
The Internal Affairs report finally claims that the complaint of being pushed by Officer Jones is not confirmed by the body cam, but it's currently unclear whether the investigator reviewed the footage of Officer Jones' partner across the street.
All right, let's have a seat in my car.
Yeah, that's right. Garbage can, mother.
Or the footage from the hospital.
Don't be pushing on me and either, dude. I'm not resisting you.
Any footage from him running that? I can show you too if you need to see it.
No, we should have.
Our one camera caught him.
Nor were either of those videos released. The investigator also ignored the policy violations of wearing high visibility vests, as well as needlessly extending the traffic stop, and thus, no actions were taken. And Officer Jones will likely continue to unlawfully search detainees and mislead his supervisors. And maybe next time, it'll be you. So let me know what you think of this interaction. And if you have a video that you want to get out, you can do so anonymously by using my form linked in the pinned comment. But until next time, if you like this video, be sure to check out another one, linked on screen.